if I must. I will aid you. Will this ever end? Direct my hatred. If that is your wish. Go on death. If I must. Will this ever end? If I must. I will aid you. Will this ever end? If I must. I go. Let the living beware. Will this ever end? If I must. I go. If that is your wish. Will this ever end? If I must. Embrace the end. Will this ever end? If I must. I go. I will aid you. Will this ever end? If that is your wish. If I must. Will this ever end? I go. If that is your wish. Go on death. Embrace the end. You're the lucky one.
First blood.
Embrace the end. You're the lucky one. Embrace the end. Direct my hatred. Will this ever end? If I must. If that is your wish. You're the lucky one. Let phantom arrows fly. If I must. Embrace the end. I go. If I must. If that is your wish. Will this ever end? You're the lucky one. End my torment. I go. Embrace the end. If I must. Direct my hatred. Will this ever end? If that is your wish. I go. If I must. If that is your wish. You're the lucky one.
under attack. Our brethren's town is under attack.
If that is your wish. If I must. Cold death. I go. Will this ever end? I go. If that is your wish. Will this ever end? Let phantom arrows fly. Embrace the end. If that is your wish. If I must.
I'll have it up in no time.
Greetings, my lord.
Let the living beware. Cold death. Will this ever end? If that is your wish. Will this ever end? If I must. I go. If that is your wish.
Killing spree.
End my torment. Embrace the end. Cold death. Will this ever end?
No, not like that. Let me do it.
Let the living beware. That is your wish.
Dominating.
Arrows
Our
fly.
brethren's town is under attack.
I go. If that is your wish. If I must. Will this ever end? If that is your wish.
Killing spree.
Must. If that is your wish. Will this ever end? If that is your wish.
Mega kill.
Go. If I must.
My life for Nazul.
Direct my hatred. Will this ever end? If I must. I go. Let the living beware. My bow is ready. If I must.
Unstoppable.
Lucky.
Wicked stand kill.
I will aid you. If I must. Will this ever end? Let phantom arrows fly.
Monster kill. Triple kill.
End my torment. Embrace the end. Will this ever end? You're talking. Direct my hatred.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
If that is your wish. Embrace the end. Will this ever end? I will aid you. Direct my hatred.
Godlike own. Stone kill. Triple kill!
My bow is ready. Let phantom arrows fly.
Ultra kill! Rampage! Own it!
Yes, my lord.
Direct my hatred. If that is your wish.
Give me something to do. Our forces are under attack.
My bow is ready. Will this ever end? I go. I will aid you. If that is your wish. Will this ever end? You're the lucky one. I go. If that is your wish. End my torment.
Our forces are under attack.
I go. If I must. Direct my hatred. I go. I will aid you. Will this ever end? If I must. Will this ever end?
I bow to your
Direct my hatred.
I wish only to serve.
I will aid you. If that is your wish. If I must. Will this ever end? If I must. My bow is ready. Will this ever end? Embrace the end. Let the living you're lucky one. If that is your wish. Oh, death. If that is your wish, I go. If I must. If that is your wish. If I must.
Thy bidding, master.
I will aid you. Let the living beware. I go. Will this ever end? If I must. If that is your wish. Will this ever end? If I must. Let phantom arrows fly.
Triple kill!
That is your wish. I go. If I must.
I bow to your will.
End my torment. If that is your wish. You're
More gold is required.
I'm here as direct my hatred. I will aid you. Will this ever end? Embrace the end. If that is your wish, let phantom arrows arrows fly. Cold death.
Killing spree. Triple kill!
If I must. Let phantom arrows fly.
Dominating. Ultra kill.
That is your wish.
Mega kill. Rampage. Unstoppable rampage.
Must. If that is your wish. If I must. Let phantom arrows fly.
Monster kill. Rampage.
Cold death.
Godlike. Rampage. Rampage.
That is your wish.